Hey students, and welcome to another Rooted Recap. This week on Rooted Youth Online, we are starting a new look through the scriptures and how scriptures that were written thousands of years ago can impact our daily life today. And so we're beginning with Psalm 121. And so Psalm 121 says, "I lift my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore." And so this song is called a song of ascents. It is written for people going on a journey to Jerusalem. And so during this journey, they would have to walk through a valley and then walk up a hill to Jerusalem. And so what it is saying is, in times of those, you're looking forward, where is my help coming from? Where my help is coming. And where most of the time we look up for our help. Just think about if you've ever, needed help in a situation. Maybe you fell down and skinned your knee on the playground when you were in elementary school. Where are you looking for help in that moment? Well, you're probably looking for teachers, aides, somebody, an adult probably, who is going to be able to take care of you. And so you're looking up and you're looking out for help. And what the song here says is that we are looking out and our help comes from the Lord, who ultimately created everything and has the power to help us. And so our big idea for this week is that in times of uncertainty, we can be certain of God's eternal promises. In times of uncertainty, we can be certain in God's eternal promises. God's eternal promises that He is there to help us and that He has the power to help us. And ultimately, we know that He's the only one that has the power to save us from our sins. So we can be certain of God's power. He who created heaven and earth and the mountains and everything in 7 days has the power to be able to help us. We can be certain of God's character, that God His love is never ending for us, that God never fails to watch over us. He neither slumbers nor sleeps. Think about like a watchman. If you've ever seen those in movies or television shows, people who are supposed to keep watch, what normally happens? They fall asleep because they are human, but God never fails to stop watching over us. He neither slumbers nor sleeps. And so God is a character. He's the God who protects and provides, and He watches over us. And we can be certain of God's presence with us in our coming out and our going in. In all of our activities, we can be certain of God's presence with us. Sometimes it may not feel like God is with it. It may not feel like God is watching over us because bad things and unjust circumstances are still going to happen in our lives. This doesn't mean that we won't have pain, but this means that we have an eternal hope and beyond this life. This is only temporary, but God has promised an eternal home for us in which there will be joy and no sadness and no pain. And so while circumstances around us may seem shaky, our faith and the freedom and love we have through Jesus Christ will always stand firm and will never leave us or abandon us. That God's love for you will neither leave you or abandon you in any area or any circumstance of your life. And that's what this song is about. It's about people on a journey, and God is with them on this journey, protecting them, watching over them, watching over their soul, the core of who they are, and being with them each step of the way. And so that is our Rooted recap for this week, for the last Wednesday in April. We made it through another month. Super proud of you guys for sticking with this. Praying for you guys that God would use this time to grow your faith, to strengthen your faith in Him, that He would reveal to you who He is and His unfailing love for you during this time. So join us Friday, tomorrow, for Rooted Lunch at 12:30. And hopefully you guys will see you next week for another Rooted recap and another Rooted Youth Online. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Be well.